Good evening, citizens of Ringbeller, and welcome again to the news. I am your host, Crumbaker.
And a monk.
Tonight's story, imagination. What is it? Where can it be found?
And would it taste good on pizza?
You can't taste imagination.
Well, I'm imagining you can.
We know imagination is found in large quantities on Earth and can make that planet better when its people use it. So we've partnered with kids down on that planet to investigate further about what this whole imagination thing is.
We do it ourselves, but last time we visited, grown-ups got all freaked out.
Yeah, Unc, that's because they thought you were going to destroy them.
I thought they wanted to play laser tag. And believe me, Crumbaker, I would have.
We go live now to one of our reporters in the field, Isley, and she's actually in a place that you wouldn't think is very imaginative, a courthouse. She's about to interview a judge. Over to you, Isley.
Thanks, Crumbaker and Unc. I'm at a real live courthouse about to interview Judge Sheila Calloway. Let's go. Thanks so much for being here, Judge Calloway.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm super excited about this opportunity.
So you're a special kind of judge, a juvenile judge. What does a juvenile judge do?
Mostly, I hear cases where children may have gotten in trouble with the law. First of all, I have to decide whether they really did get in trouble or not. And then I have to decide what should happen to them because of the trouble that they got into. So it's a big job. There are a lot of different options that I have, but I love doing it.
I've heard some scary things about judges. Can a judge be kind?
So judges can be kind. Now, a lot of people think that judges are scary because we have to make really tough and hard decisions sometimes. Like sometimes if a child does something wrong, I might have to put them in detention for our juveniles. And you may have heard in school that some people are really scared about detention. Well, when I put them in detention, I put them in to help them to learn how to do better. And they have a lot of people that are working with them and teaching them things so that when they get out of detention, they are doing a good job at school and at home in our community. A lot of times I don't put children in detention. A lot of times what I do is I try to find good programs in the community, fun things for children to do so that they don't get in trouble in the future. So in that way, I help our community be kinder too.
As a judge, your job is to protect us from violence. How can we stop violence and bullying and meanness in our schools?
That's a very good question, and I thank you. There are a lot of things that you all can do to stop the violence and the meanness in schools. One of the things that you always have to do is remember if you see something that's suspicious or dangerous, you have to tell an adult. So as soon as you see something or you hear something about someone who may have a weapon or they are bullying someone, tell your parents or tell a school teacher, tell the principal, tell someone that you're comfortable with at school, and then stand up for yourself and tell the person we're not going to do bullying or violence in our school, and teach them how to be kind. And a lot of times the people who are doing the violence and doing the bullying and the meanness just don't know how to be kind. And so it's really important for all of our youth in school to be kind to one another. And so if you see someone sitting by themselves or you see somebody who seems to be sad or angry, go and talk to them and see what's going on with them. And those kind of things help us all to be kind and help our community to be loving to one another.
A lot of people think that being a judge isn't a job that lets you use your imagination. Do you think that's true?
I do not think that that's true. Being a judge, I get to use my imagination all the time. I get to use my imagination to help children to make sure they're doing the right things. For instance, I may have a child that comes in front of me because they ran away from home. And I get the opportunity to hear exactly why they ran away from home. And as I hear that, I can make up things that that child can do to make sure that they're staying at home and that they're getting along with their parents. I get to talk to their parents as well I get to make sure that I have a plan for both their parents and for them to make sure that they're making the right choices and staying at home when they're supposed to be there. Or I might have a case of a child who stole something from a store. And so I get to find out why they did it. And then I get to come up with a plan for things that they can do to make up for what they did. For instance, I could make them work at the store after school every day to make up for the harm that they caused. Or I can have them sell things on their own to show them how it feels if they were selling things and someone took something for them. So there are a lot of things that we can do as judges to be creative and to be imaginative to help make sure that our children do the right things.
Wow, it just goes to show you that imagination and creativity can be found anywhere.
And now it's time for the weather. As you all know, on this segment, we beam up a different life form from the planet Earth that we have abducted to tell us what the weather is like on their planet. Tonight, we've got something very intriguing caught in our tractor beam indeed. Let's take a look.
Oh, pliable looking life form from the planet Earth. Please tell us the mysteries of your planet's weather system.
So soft. You can barely hear it.
Well, that's it for the news. I'm Crumbaker,
And I'm Unc, reminding you to be kind.
and stay different.